Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today's video is, as always, you are waiting for this video, weekly horoscope. Week starting from 17th of March to 23rd of March. How this week will be for all the 12 ascendants. Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji from Calgary, Canada. Akash ji, Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Good morning, Ram Ram. Thank you so much for doing this introduction. And today we are going to talk about the week 17th to 23rd of March. Starting with Aries ascendant. Here, if you see the major planetary movement in this week is happening only of Moon. Like Moon travels 3 times a week. So same, that is what is happening. March 17, Moon will enter into Gemini. The Lord of Gemini is debilitated at the moment, and here Moon is entering into the house of communication, and exactly 12th from itself there can be some expenses that can come this week, beginning of the week, for your home, for your house area. So that is what you need to be concerned about. In terms of communication also, communication with family members, especially mother side of family members, may be a little bit on priority, or maybe a challenge during this time. So you have to be careful in that area. But otherwise, Moon in the third house here also tells you about short distance journey, very very short distance journey, something coming suddenly. So take care of that. Then Moon enters into Cancer in its own house. Here Moon will restore all the happiness, inner peace, whatever you require, because this is a very very positive, and this is the Moon is the karak of this house, and Moon is going to do lot of benefit for you in the fourth house. Anyone who's planning for any vehicle, anything related to your property thing, you're dealing in that area, Moon will give you more power during this time to enter into such kind of deals. Then Moon enters into Leo. Now here Lord of Leo is sitting in the 12th house, so that means expenses will be on rise, especially related to education and children area. And the other video that we have made of Sun in the 12th house, you can go and get more detail about what is going to happen. But in a true sense, Moon in Leo gives very good results in terms of your in terms of gains from your family, as well as gains from your motherland, and also gains in or happiness in education. Moon is an emotional planet, so here there will be a lot of emotional discussions and a lot of togetherness with your loved ones, especially your if you are seeing someone or dating someone. Love life wise is a very good time, and wealth wise also a very very good time for Aries ascendant people. So 17th to 23rd of March, good period for you. There is a WhatsApp link in the description, and do subscribe for your next week. Taurus ascendant people. When we talk about Taurus ascendant people, Moon is going to be in the second house of wealth. So the Lord of the third house in the second house. So because of your communication, there can be some wealth loss. So don't make any kind of hasty decisions, or sign hasty contracts during this time, because there can be some kind of losses in the beginning of the week. But 19th onwards, when we talk about Moon going into the other house, then we will see what happens. But Moon in the second house also means that during this time, some kind of news or some kind of communication can come from your family members who you must have not spoken to for a long period of time. So someone can come into close contact with you. Then Moon enters into its own sign. Here Venus has given Moon the third house. So Venus thinks Moon that has given the what you say, given the hard work area to Moon. And this is the time that your hard work will pay off, because Moon in its own house is going to be very positive for you. Your hard work will be paid off, and all the communication that you are waiting to do regarding your work, regarding anything related to your short distance travel or education, long journeys, long distance education, this is the time that, because of the aspect of the Moon also, you may hear some good news. Then Moon will enter into Leo. Leo is the fourth house for you, right? And this is the time when Moon is sitting in. There will be some positive communication, either from siblings, either from, because fourth house is the house that gives the results of the past house as well. So Moon is the owner of the past house. Coming into the fourth house means restores lot of good news, happiness in the area related to your home area. It will be making very positive impact in the home area. And on top of that, Rohitji, there is also possibility that people who were supposed to buy any vehicle, or any kind of thing related to vehicle or anything, any kind of thing related to real estate, things will be working in their favor, because moon is also being aspected by Mars, and Mars is the natural significator of real estate. So travel is on the cards, spending is on the cards, these kind of things is on the cards. But positively, it is a very, very great period for all the Taurus ascendant people. March 2017 to 23rd, great news will come to all the Taurus ascendant people. Thank you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, please subscribe and support us. Gemini ascendant people, when we talk about Gemini, moon is the lord of the second house, and second house lord sitting 12th from itself in the Lagna means a little bit of challenge and emotional turmoil in your life, especially in the area related to family and some wealth. Because of your speech during this time in the beginning of the month, you may lose something, or there may be some kind of challenges that you may have to face. But overall, 19th is when moon will enter into Cancer, into the second house. This is the time to get some wealth, or get some loved ones in your life, your family, happiness from the family, areas related to wealth. Your This is the time that your speech will save you. So 17 to 19, just be quiet, don't speak anything. But 19th onwards, do whatever you want to do. Then second house is the house, so the house of your status, your respect in the outer society. Your respect and things can also be restored, and you may be recognized in some way or the other for your research. Then moon will enter into Leo. Now moon is the owner of the second house. When it comes into the third house, so it says that because of the speech, or because of the things that you have spoken about, or commitment, or investments, you are supposed to gain during this time. But short distance travel will be somewhere, like somewhere you will be going for a very short distance, or there can be some kind of area where you can go related to some library, some studies. Third house is also the house of literature, communication. Okay, so it means that you can also go to places where there is a lot of literature. You can buy some books. That kind of things can happen during this time. And in terms of long distance, planning of long distance journey for a short period of time can also happen from 22nd of March onwards. So good news, good time for you. All the best. I hope that this is a very positive and awesome week for Gemini ascendant people. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click, and for personal appointments, and do subscribe, so that we can be a part of each other's life. Cancer ascendant people, this week only moon is having major movements. There is no other planet that is moving. Otherwise, everyone has moved. Sun is moved and is to position reaching close towards Rahu. We have made a complete video on it. You can go and watch it. But otherwise, here 12th house moon makes you travel, makes you spend money during this time. So because of your own stuff, you will be spending some money during this time. Maybe for your some luxury, or buying something, or booking some flight tickets, stuff like that. There can be some positive area, positivity, like it will be positive spending. Because later moon will enter into Cancer, into the first house, and when moon enters into Cancer, into the first house, here is when you may also become very bright suddenly, very, very nice, very happy. Some kind of good news that comes to you. You will be in very good decision making power, and these decision making power will also lead to moon entering into the Leo sign, into the second house, generating wealth for you, getting some kind of income for you. See, at this moment, the dispositor of the second house is in the ninth house and is going to get afflicted. But moon here comes and gives you a lot of strength, and make sure that monetary wise, if there is anything that you're requiring, you need this during this time. Happiness in family, something where your speech is required, where you need to speak. This is what is going to happen for all the Cancer ascendant people during this week.
Akashji, because this week only moon is transiting everywhere. So this is what I am seeing, that this Cancer ascendant people, pranam to them. Dear Lagan, always walking, going somewhere. Because people like us, Saturn 2.5 years sitting one place. Okay, Sun 1 month at least, but they are keep walking every 2.5 days. So busy people.
Yeah. So you are right, Rohitji. And it's very difficult to deal with Cancer ascendant people,
Very
because
difficult.
they are completely, their mind is also going places, every time it is running from here and there.
Do
So
you
it
want
is
to
a
say Zen
challenge,
is difficult to deal with Zen?
very difficult. If I was supposed to go back and undo my marriage, I would have done now, right now. okay, done, no marriage. I would be single all my life if I wanted to. But anyways, everyone has their own fate. Yeah, but Cancer ascendant people are the most, you know, they have the most wavery mind, and they're very emotional also. Suddenly they will be very happy, suddenly they will be very sad, suddenly they can, suddenly they'll get very scared. If you tell them one thing, they will keep thinking about it whole day, every day, on and on. And but they are
But
nice
Zen is
guys.
not like this. I am with Zenny, not with you.
Oh, you be with Zenny. ले जाओ, सब लोग ले
Uh,
जाओ नीचे.
no problem. Zenny will be with us. Okay.
Okay. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and do subscribe. For Leo ascendant, when we talk about Leo ascendant people here, Moon is the 12th house lord, by the way, and coming into the 11th house, into the house of Mercury, which is already debilitated. 11th house is the house of your social circle. Here, you have to be careful in the social life, in the social area, that how you want to take your things forward and life forward. You may meet someone who can give you some bad advice, or in area related to communication with your social network. You may be a little careless, and things can happen or turn in not in your favor. So you may have some kind of negative impact, we can say, during this time. So 17 till 19, just be quiet, don't do any parties, just be in a lot of isolation, do a lot of spirituality, because later also Moon entering into the 12th house in its own sign generates expenses during this time. But this expenses can be for some good reason. So that means these expenses that is going to happen for a positive reason, positive outcome. So very good for everyone who's having Moon in the 12th house right now. For Leo ascendant people, spiritually you will be very, very blessed. And those who are wanting to go to foreign country, those who are thinking that they're not getting any opportunity, during this time they will get opportunity. Or maybe this is the time you'll be booking tickets, spending money there. And then Moon enters into Leo, into the Lagna. You become again bright, happy, nice. Your decisions are right. You can have a very beautiful time, because Saturn is aspecting Moon, Mars is aspecting Moon, Venus is aspecting Moon. Venus and Mars aspect are very, very good. Saturn a little bit of challenge, but because Mars aspects Moon, so it makes Mahalakshmi Yog. So there can be some kind of wealth or some kind of awesome news that you get through partnerships during this time. Some good news is coming for Leo ascendant this week. So all the best. Have a great week, and see you next week. Till then, subscribe, and if you want to talk to me, WhatsApp link is in the description below. Virgo ascendant people, Rohit. Now, when we talk about Virgo ascendant people, Lagna is occupied by Ketu, and 10th house is where what do you say, Moon will be coming, and exactly it is 12th from the 11th house. That means some goals that you were given in the career area you will not be able to fulfill during this beginning of this week. So what you need to do, you need to buy more time and be patient. This is the time you have to be patient, that you should not say that I would do this and that and whatnot. Okay, so just hold on to your horses. Other than that, if you see in the career area, no major decision should be made regarding quitting your job or putting down papers and stuff like that. Just hold on in that area also, because it is just a phase, and as soon as Moon enters into its 11th house, you will get some ways to make sure that your goals that you are behind on, you will be able to complete them. Some kind of friends, networking, and some kind of social media, and what we say, your goals that you have, your goals will be achieved, or can be, you can see good signs of achieving that goal. Moon is a very, very small period planet, like every 2.5 days it moves. So that's why it's very much challenge to understand that what it is going to do in the next move. But here it will bring you one closer step to your goal, bigger goal that you have in your life. Then Moon enters into the 12th house. Here, there will be expenses related to friends, family. There can be some kind of party, some kind of event, some kind of religious activity, some kind of homam that you will be doing at your home, and this will cause you expenses. So expenses, also be ready for these kind of things in life today. But because Mars is aspecting Moon, be careful of your health as well, because Mars is sitting in the house of health. So here Mars is making a Viprit Rajyog, but still health wise we have to be careful. There can be sudden cuts, burns, small things that can happen, which can create little bit stress. Even legs, some kind of twisting your legs, twisting your ankle can also happen. So you have to be careful. Some people might have to visit hospitals also during this time. But overall, a positive week. Thank you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Go there, look at it, and we can talk about your chart and do subscribe. For Libra ascendant people, Libra. For Libra, here Moon enters into Gemini. Yeah, Moon is entering into the ninth house for you. It is the Lord of the 10th house going into the ninth house. So, what does this mean? Loss in job, some kind of contract, job, business that you were supposed to get, or you must be working for a long period, may turn out to be either slow or either not working in your favor. But it does not mean that you give up, because this is the time of higher learning. Higher learning means that you will understand where your mistakes were, what were you lacking in, and what you need to do as to get this business next time. Okay, so this is a time of higher learning. But if your higher learning is complete, you're able to do proper research in the right given amount of time, Moon enters into the 10th house in its own sign and will restore that business. Maybe it comes back to you, so you will have little bit of, what you say, little bit of feeling that, oh, this is not coming, that is not coming. But it will help you to, this is the time when Moon comes into the 10th house. It will help you to regain access to what you are supposed to lose or what you are lost. So try again. It is means that try for the second time. Because there is one more very important thing here. In the area of Cancer, there is a nakshatra called Punarvasu, which always means try once again. So all the people who have Punarvasu nakshatra fail for the first time, and then second time they do it, it happens. So this is Moon is exactly telling you the same thing, and it is just at very very beginning of this Cancer sign after Kritika. Anyways, then Moon enters into Leo. Moon enters into Leo in the 11th house. So that means if you have been got any responsibility, or if you got any, career wise, any advancement, this is the time that you will set up high goals. And this goals, it is positive also if you set it during this period from 22nd of March onwards, because you will be able to accomplish those goals in the given period of time. And also your socially, your friends and everyone will help you too much during this period. A lot of help you can receive. Suddenly there'll be a lot of positivity. So hope for the best, Libra ascendant people. It is a good week. Starting of the week a little bit challenge, then it is good and the best. So all the best. Have a great week. We'll see you in the next week. And there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and do subscribe so that we can always be connected. For Scorpio ascendant people, when we talk about Scorpio ascendant, Moon is in Gemini in the 8th house. This ninth house lord in the 8th house. That means losses due to spiritual gurus, losses due to practice in occult sciences, losses due to some kind of research that you do not do very, very rightly, or losses that you were supposed to get some inheritance or supposed to get some money. Suddenly, it will not come. That is what is going to happen. But after this thing, very good thing here is that analytically, like means research wise, you will be going to the deep, to the depth, to do research in why and what is happening, why, what kind of situation I am into, and what I need to do. And that will lead you to learn or gain higher education, that this is what I was lacking, this is where the problem was, trouble was, struggle was, I need to be right. Many people who have Moon in the 8th house here, for Scorpio ascendant people, such people have a lot of issues with people scamming them for money, like tell them, okay, give me this much money for puja and stuff like that. You have this Kal Sarpa dosh, what not, Shani dosh. Nothing, man. Puja and all, in a very specific areas it help. If you're going through a court case, if you're your life and death situation, then we have some pujas which can help you. But otherwise, generally, just don't be scared about planet and planetary placement, because it keeps happening all the time. It is the intensity in your chart that we have to look at, not the transits. But transits do play 25 to 30% of effect in that week. Certainly in this week also you will be feeling it. And then because of your destiny, when Moon enters into Leo into the 10th house, some kind of good news in the career area, some kind of good gains in the career area. The relationship with father becomes very very harmonious. Also, some kind of recognition or status or power you get during this period, because Mars is aspecting Moon. Whenever Mars will aspect Moon, you will get power, you will get Mahalakshmi. That means wealth will come to you in some form or the other. So all the best, Scorpio ascendant people. Very good week for you. See you in next week. And there's a WhatsApp link for personal appointments, as well as do subscribe so that you're always a part of us. Sagittarius ascendant people. When we talk about Sagittarius here, Moon is entering the seventh house, and this is the, this is the time that losses in partnerships can be seen. Many partnerships may end, or there can be struggle and trouble in relationships, husband and wife relationships, or some kind of relationship aspect of your life, business relationships, designation, loss of designation can be possible, or you were supposed to gain some designation and stuff like that. You may not get it during this time because Moon is kind of afflicted here in the seventh house. But as soon as it enters into the eighth house, you will now start doing a lot of research that why such kind of things happen. How will you get little bit profit? Those who are going through Moon Dasha and Mahadasha may get profit also during this time from partnership. And the lost money that they had, they were not hoping it to come back, will come back to you. So let's hope for the best. In fact, it is very good time for investment also because Moon is looking at the second house. So after doing a lot of research, if you invest, it will be bringing more money to you, more wealth to you. Then Moon enters into the ninth house. This is the time of some long distance journey, pilgrimage, or weekend travel. Weekend will be here. Maybe you will be traveling somewhere for some, either some pilgrimage, either some leisure. There can be also, some retreat, yoga retreat, meditation retreat where you can go. Also, this is the time that higher education wise, you go to library, you go to things like, where communication happens, some seminars, some volunteering work you can do during this time, which is going to bring you lot of luck, and lot good people, good gurus or good mentors in your life can come if you take such kind of activities or do such kind of activities during this time. So all the best, nice week for you. There is a WhatsApp link in the description, and do subscribe. For Capricorn ascendant people, now when we talk about Capricorn, Moon is in Gemini, in the sixth house, health. Number one thing, health. Second, losses in relationship. The seventh house lord is sitting 12th from itself. So seventh house losses can also be seen during this time. There can be, challenges in relationships or partnerships, something that was supposed to start in your work area with your friends or something. It might not work out. If you're not going through Moon Dasha and Mahadasha, then things scenarios are different. But if you're going through Moon Mahadasha and Dasha, then it will be acting in the same way. But then later, because Moon enters into the seventh house very fast, there may also be changes in the area. So don't give up hope if things does not work from 17 to 19. What if from 19 to 22 it is supposed to work? So it will work in your favor. There will be positivity, there will be happiness coming. In fact, those who are looking for a higher status, that means something like designation, you may get designation during this time. So it is positive, it is good, it is happy during this time. So don't worry about it. There is chances that those who are in love relationships and stuff like that may enter into commitment during this time also. So you can expect commitment also. So all the best for you. Then Moon enters into Leo, into the eighth house. Seventh house lord in the eighth house means gains from partnerships, gains in relationships, gains from in-laws. And also it means that there can be suddenly gains in property and inheritance, and some kind of money that you have invested earlier in somewhere. You might find something very positive, some positive in outcome, because Venus and Saturn and Mars all are aspecting, but Mars aspect is the best aspect because it makes Mahalakshmi Yog. And second house is also the house of fixed assets. So if anything in fixed asset you want to make or get, you may get some going forward or get some good news in that area. So all the best, Capricorn ascendant people. This is a very good week. Hopefully you get a lot of blessings, and we will see you the next week. But there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Go there, book that, and we will see you in the next week video. For Aquarius ascendant people, so the Moon is going to be in the fifth house of love, romance, children, education, and stuff like that. It is also the house of creativity. Now, whenever the sixth house lord is sitting 12th from itself, it can create some losses through children, some kind of problem that they may give to you. That means some kind of issue related to your some expenses that come suddenly for children, or expenses that comes on for your loved ones, that your girlfriend or boyfriend asks some gift or something. And there can also be little bit of challenge in the creativity area. You will be completely stuck, and brain fog will be there from 17th of 19th. So in these areas of life, in aspects of life, you should be little bit careful and more vigilant. But then moon enters into Cancer. Now here moon is not a very good friend of Saturn. That is why it has been given the sixth house of daily work, routine, debt, loans, and stuff like that. Positive news for those people who want to generate loan or get loan or any kind of monetary benefits, or those who are trying to gain something from their enemies. This is a good time. But in workplace, this is not a very good time, because there can be little bit challenges in the workplace. There can be emotional ups and downs that we can see. But later, moon can, in fact, enemy wise, if you're going through court cases, anything related to court, this is when moon enters the Leo, and there will be some movement in that area. That means you may have victory over your enemies, number one. Secondly, victory over debt also, that if there is some debt you're not able to pay, this is what it can happen when moon enters into the seventh house for you. Gains through partnerships, gains through wife or husband or spouse. So very, very nice time. In fact, this is also the time that if someone in foreign country, because this is fourth from the fourth, the house in a foreign country, or the second house, if you want to sell it or refinance it, this is a good time that they can make more money on it and then invest it somewhere. So make proper right decisions for Aquarius ascendant people. It's a good time, not the best, not the bad, but sixth house is the place where moon gets a little bit of disturbed, because that is the house of discipline, health, and stuff like that. And moon is a very lusty planet. It wants to have fun. It is not a very disciplined planet. So it can create a little bit of turbulence in that area. Otherwise, all the best. See you next week. Do subscribe, and there's a WhatsApp link for personal appointments. For Pisces ascendant people, Rohitji, when we talk about Pisces ascendant here, moon is going to be in the fourth house. Losses through mother, losses of mother, losses like health loss of mother, wealth loss of mother can be seen during this time. In fact, children also, if you see, the fifth house lord is sitting 12th from itself. So children wise, education wise, and creativity wise, startup wise, if you are into any kind of area and you're not going through a favorable dasha and mahadasha, or antardasha, there can be sudden ups and downs in those areas of your life. But then moon enters into Cancer, into the fifth house. Even if that up and down come, you will be in the power, because moon is going into a very positive place, and it will give you a lot of strength to make sure that you overcome all the trouble, struggle, and your inner peace is to be restored, especially in the area of education, children, and creativity. Also love life, those who are into dating life, there also more of misunderstanding that was happening will clear, and things will become better for you. Then moon enters into Leo. Now here moon is entering into a Dushtana. That means moon is a positive planet. Entering into this sign, and especially Mars aspecting it, can create some kind of health ailments, health issues, accidents, problems, surgery, and whatnot. So what you need to do is be careful during this time, not to take very big decisions, not to go on some hiking and stuff like that, not to ride your car and stuff like that very, very rash. And also make sure that children wise, if they complain about anything, simple thing also, a stomach ache, this and that, immediately run with them to the doctor, so that you don't have any surprises later on. So this is what it is. But in a positive note, when moon is one, it will give a lot of positivity in the area related to creativity, workplace politics. If that was happening, somehow it will stop, and you will feel a lot of relaxed in that area during this week. So all the best, Pisces ascendant. This is a very positive week for you, in terms of your creativity and stuff like that. Wealth wise also, it's a very positive week for you. So hopefully we'll meet in next week. Till then, subscribe, and there is a WhatsApp link for the description for personal appointments. You can book them, and we can talk in detail about your chart as well. Thank you, Rohit ji, for this opportunity today.
Thank you. Very short video, small video, but a crisp video. Much needed information for all the 12 ascendants for the coming week. So you can take all the precautions what Akashji told you. This is how we can guide you through this weekly horoscope. Thank you very much. Keep subscribing, keep sharing, keep blessing us. This is your own channel. And tell us what we need to do improvements. You can also give the feedbacks, and those who want to take personal consultation from Akashji, WhatsApp number is on the screen. Mail your you can send your details on the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, and you will have a video consultation, one-on-one consultation with Akashji. Thank you very much to all the family members of ACS2. Thank you, Akashji, for your deep insight and your research work and your guidance. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata
Jai
Di.
Mata Di, Jai
Namaskar.
Mata Di, Namaskar.